Microphone testing. Hello everybody and welcome to today's live stream. My name is Rebecca Ravenbird and today I was going to play on SpringStar, but then I was having internet connection issues. But we're here on Cookie Canyon. Apparently, according to City Rose Knight, who's on my stream right now in the live chat, she's saying I can play without the VPN. So I do not know. I've never done that before. I've always connected to the VPN and then logged on to the game. So I will have to try that next time because I did want to get the stream going. So how are you guys doing today? It is 8 a.m. Because on SpringStar it's what time is it on SpringStar? I forgot to check the game time, server time. But it is pretty much almost 9 hours ahead. So again, I wanted to get up early and make sure I had some time to do this. So, let's see. Yeah, so we have Elfie in the chat as well. Yeah, I have no idea what was going on with my stream, so if my stream lags or buffers at any point, I apologize for that. I have no idea what's going on. I literally have not changed any settings except for changing my screen to not be full screen. And that's it. OBS is having a day. I feel like it might just be like OBS needs an update. I might need to do that. So 5 p.m? Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. So I haven't tried streaming with my one account, but it lets me record. Interesting. Yeah, so usually it says for me on my stream settings that I have like an excellent connection or a good connection. But it keeps telling me, oh, I have this warning. Please check the video resolution. The current resolution is 1092 by 614. Oh, it says no data. Great. Okay. So I don't know. When I was trying to stream when I was on SpringStar, my OBS kept saying like it had like a red or a yellow connection, which is not good. So anyway. Hi, Elfie. So yeah, we're gonna be here on Cookie for right now. I will try to redeem myself and try to stream on SpringStar later on. But I need to go change my horse. The reason I wanted to do SpringStar today was because, one, I wanted to share my alt account and explain why I have this alt account. Normally, I would not even really consider using alt accounts. Here's this horse. But I have been helping City Rose Knight and Sweet Dragonflies with their management systems and their dressage methods a little bit. So I did make this account kind of for my safety. The SpringStar account is what I should say. I made the SpringStar account so that way I could get on and help with everything in game in real time. And also I joined SpringStar before the arena lines changed and all that stuff. So I was teaching them stuff about curlover measurements and quadrant lines and the grid system that PQL uses. So that's why I have this account. The account name is Regan Rabbitbird, so it's very similar to my current main account name, Rebecca Ravenbird. So the account is level 11, I believe, so I was going to do a bunch of questing, and I was going to do some training, and the starter horse that I have on that account is level 13, so I was hoping to get up to like level 14. We are going to train this horse, I guess, as if there's really anything else to do on this account. Let's see. Where's the proper tack for this horse? Oh, it's right here. And then... Okay, good enough. Couldn't see myself in stream. I'll have to wait till next time. Yeah, I know, Sadie. Sorry. I did see you walk up to me too. So, having private lessons from the one and only Beck, definitely a big thing. Aw. Yeah, Sadie, it's been a lot of fun hanging out on SpringStar and meeting some of the club members as well in Sweet Dragonflies, which, by the way, I am quote-unquote in Sweet Dragonflies. I am not participating in their events because I did not apply, but I did not formally apply for Sweet Dragonflies, but I am in it just mostly to use the I button when we're in the writing arena. Again, I am quote-unquote in Sweet Dragonflies, but I'm not participating in their events. And technically, there is no conflict of time between Sweet Dragonfly's schedule and Emerald Hunter's schedule, but in Emerald Hunters, we do have a rule about... being in alt accounts and being in other clubs, so we try to avoid having alt accounts and applying to Emerald Hunters with your main account. So we're gonna get started with training, and we're gonna do reputation. The reputation route, we're gonna do anything that has not yet completed reputation. So we're gonna go to Crescent Moon Village. Again, it is early for me, so if I stutter or sound tired, that's why. So Crescent Moon Village. Yeah, I'm in the club, but I'm not at the same time. So again, the purpose of me being in Sweet Dragonflies is kind of just to use the I button. So that's all that's going on. But with Emerald Hunters, this is my main account, therefore I do spend more of my time here. But I have met a bunch of the Dragonflies, and you are all very nice and very funny, and when I'm questing and stuff and I see sometimes the club chat makes me laugh, so you guys are really nice. I hope maybe I can teach a dressage lesson to you guys someday, but I am still doing my research and testing on the new arena lines, so I have not really been teaching any fundamentals lately, just because, you know, so much of our method relied on the old arena lines in the grid pattern that a lot of my stuff has to be changed, and my curriculum has to change a little bit, and my lesson plans have to change a little bit, so it's kind of annoying, but, you know, I just haven't been teaching that, so I'm more focusing on moves, and also working on the moves dictionaries. So for Emerald Hunters, we have 2 different types of dictionaries right now. The one dictionary we have is the theory, whoops, almost didn't make it, is theory. So theory is anything related to fundamentals or different concepts. So definitely stuff about the quadrant system, the old quadrant system, curl over measurements, what else? Angles of dressage, circle, skills, anything like that would be considered theory. But then we also have our moves dictionary. So our moves dictionary is anything related to defining certain moves. So for example, the 14 types of triple curls. That has its own section in the moves dictionary. Then also we have the partner moves. So we've divided up the SSD dictionary quite a bit differently than how they do it. So we have, yes, we have beginner, intermediate, and advanced, but within those levels we have different categories. So that's what's interesting there. Okay. Yeah, Elfie, sorry about that. I should have mentioned that in the chat. Yeah, Becca's in Sweet Dragonflies for the club hide features, and she's been helping so much on new dressage systems. Yeah. I'm really happy to be helping out with Sweet Dragonflies, because Sadie reached out to me. I think it's been about a month or so since you've reached out, Sadie, and again, I'm glad to be of help and offer some knowledge and experience. And I know you guys have been really receptive of that as well. Where am I trying to go? Okay, so we did Crescent Moon. Do family. Okay. Writing arena. Yeah, so another thing with our dictionary is that I really only had the beginner and intermediate level somewhat available for my club, but I needed to get out the advanced and elite sections of our dictionary, get those ready, because of course I am trying to get out the complete dictionary for my club. And to only have beginner and intermediate is not really complete. So I have been lately finishing up final touches on the intermediate dictionary, and I actually sent it to Sadie. So she's been taking a look through those. And then I also plan on making a full dictionary. So basically, instead of separating the theory and moves dictionaries from each other, I just put it in one big document. So that it can be an option for people who want to read the full dictionary versus if they want to just read one section of the dictionary. So that's going to take a little while. And then also, too, it's just going to... Once I basically get the written dictionaries done, then the next kind of dictionary, the visual dictionary, is going to be a lot easier. So the visual dictionary is basically just diagrams and pictures of the moves. So that way, us visual learners can use diagrams in addition to using written definitions to learn dressage. Because there's one nice account out there. Her name is Morgan Northway on Instagram, and she has diagrams. But the definitions that she writes are in German. So the diagrams themselves are very nice. It's just if you're trying to learn a move from her page, you will have to, and if you're an English speaker, you will have to translate it into English. So that's why I want to do the visual dictionary. I think the frame rate is dropping. Whee! Wow, I went flying. So that's why I wanted to do the visual dictionary, and I might also consider... I almost got hit by the car again. I might also consider posting the visual dictionary publicly for the community. I know that Pinguin's Legacy... Oh, goodness. I am so grateful that they published their perfected method. It's really, really nicely well organized, and the graphics and images are very nice as well. So I definitely want to kind of put my own spin on the SSO dressage dictionaries that are out there. So yeah, Morgan Northway's diagrams are nice. It's just, again, if you're trying to learn from her diagrams, they are not English translations. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on. And Emerald Hunters is on a break still. I've been getting a lot of mail and messages about when we're opening applications and when are we coming off of our break. If you take a look at one of my last videos where I talked about Emerald Hunters being on a break, we are not returning until mid-fall at the earliest, or the early winter. So my guess, considering my timeline of when I'm gonna be done with updating everything, is probably gonna be mid-October. So it's not even September right now, and you know, I'm still working on a lot of things. So really the big priority is fixing the dictionaries, fixing the testing system a little bit, fixing the attendance system, and some of the club rules and things like that. So again, my plan is to be done, you know, at the earliest by mid-October, but if it takes me longer than that because of other things that come up, we could be back by November. So I know it can be a little frustrating, especially for the current members who are already in Emerald Hunters, to be waiting that long for stuff to happen, but I think you guys need the break anyways because you guys were feeling burnt out. So, you know, getting used to your school schedule is important as well. There's no more races here. Why do I keep opening my settings? So getting used to your school schedules and my work schedule. I now have to work in the afternoons, which is also partially why I am recording right now, because I can't film in the afternoons anymore. So, Jarlheim. And then every once in a while, I'll pick up an event for the club, so that way we're not completely not doing anything. So let me grab this bottle over here. So tonight, actually, Hunters are having a movie night. I think we voted on Monsters University. I think that's what the majority of us chose. So we're going to be doing that. And then on... what are we doing on Wednesday? I forgot. I just know that for this week, our schedule's picking up a little bit with events. Yeah, so on the 25th, we did not get a score for our competition routine, Blooming Blossoms. So I am going to be asking my club members to self-score, basically. The reason we didn't get a score is because we were the only club that competed in that competition. We didn't get any feedback either. So I think my members do deserve some feedback and some sort of score, because to get nothing is a little strange. So we're going to be doing that as an activity. So basically, I'm just going to put out a form and be like, hey, what do you think of our technique here? What do you think of our spacings? And I will basically take an average of the scores. Blooming Blossoms was a long time ago, but I've been busy with other stuff, with updating the management system, so I wanted to make sure I got a head start on those and then gave out this activity. And plus two, since it's been a while since the members have seen this routine, they get to look back on it with sort of a fresh set of eyes. And yeah. And they get to score it from there. And then on Friday of this week, I'm gonna see who is available for testing the arena lines, because I am still skeptical of whether or not SSO is going to do anything about the riding arena. So I want to make sure that the current members have some idea of the new arena lines, because when we open applications again, for those people who've never ridden with us, I want to make sure that our current members are strong enough to hold down the line. So, where am I going? Okay. So that way, when the new trials come in, I can make sure that everyone is riding in the arena with, knowledge. So that way it's not a complete surprise to everybody, if that makes sense. Where am I going? Also, has anybody done the new race in Dino Valley with Guillermo Gadea? I definitely feel like this was just a throwaway update. I really... Like, if I had a horse to train there, I still wouldn't train my horse there, because it doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't even give any reputation, and it gives only 150 XP. I just don't get it. So, I didn't even do the quest, as far as I know, right? Let me look. Yeah, I didn't even do it. Because, like I said, I don't have a horse to train there, and if I did, I still wouldn't do it. Yeah, honestly, with this account, I am not interested in doing a quest necessarily for the sake of doing a quest. Because I'm level 20, and I need a quest that'll either give me reputation, horse XP, character XP, 2 of the above, or all of the above. With Regan Rabbitbird, if I had a horse to train on that account, I would do it, because then I would still be able to get that quest off of my log there. Actually, I might not even do it on that account if I had a horse. Oh my lord. See, okay, that's the one advantage of, a disadvantage of coming down the hill here instead of taking the elevator, is that you have a risk of crashing. And Sadie, yeah, I have not done an update video, a real one in a while. So, the latest update video I did was on the riding arena, and you all know how that went down. I just don't do update videos anymore, because there's so many other YouTubers doing it that I don't feel like I am really contributing much. So I find more success with other content. So yeah, it's just, I'm kind of like, oops, I'm getting an alarm. Why am I still getting that alarm? I shouldn't. Anyway, yeah, I just, honestly, I got bored of, like, doing update videos, unless it's something dressage related. So this coming Wednesday for the riding club member update, I think is what's coming out. That is something that interests me. But if it's a horse update, like the American paint horse maybe. Ooh, I barely made it. I might make a video, probably not. But the thing is too, it's like every Wednesday I see the same 10 videos from the same 10 YouTubers talking about the same update, and I can imagine someone else who's subscribed to my channel and then other people's channel, and they see my video, and it's the same thing in their subscription feed for a whole day. Like, oh, Guillermo Gadea's new race, the new race in Dino Valley new race, or whatever. I just got bored of doing that because I figured other people would see the same thing and just not click on my video. So it's not worth it for me, really. So very rarely will I make an update video anymore. That's what I started out with on my channel because I knew that's what was gonna, honestly, algorithmically, I knew that was gonna work. But now that I've gotten some traction on my channel, with, you know, view counts and stuff, I know there's more of a likelihood that people are gonna click on a video. So, you know, I'm not trying to be like, oh, it's just for clicks and views and stuff like that. But you also have to keep in mind as a YouTuber, as a channel, if you want to see some amount of growth, you know, you do have to also think technically about that kind of stuff. I keep hitting the settings. I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to hit C for character. Okay, we're going to Tailtop. I feel so unmotivated these days. Maybe when the paints come out, I will be in it again. Yeah, I'm very curious about the American paint horses, because I know that has been a highly requested horse. So I'm very curious to see how they interpret that. I would be a little surprised if I saw the American paint horse on the American quarter horse body. As much as I love the American quarter horse model, I just want to see a different model for that paint horse. And I'm also curious if they're gonna add a special animation for the paint horse. I kind of doubt it. What am I looking for? Yes, Tailtop. But yeah, I just... honestly, algorithmically, update videos on my channel don't work anymore. So... oh my god, that scared me. So if I don't know, this is like turning into an advice. Oh my... this is kind of turning into, I guess, advice session. If you're just starting out on YouTube as a Star Stable player, it's kind of a give and take of whether or not you decide to do update videos on your channel. I would say maybe do them, but try to figure out some other content to make your channel stand out in the beginning. Because really it's the first 100 subscribers that is like the hardest to get. So when you're thinking about, you know, making a YouTube channel, think about kind of what I just mentioned about how there's so many other YouTubers doing the same thing. They're all making update videos. I shouldn't say all, but so many YouTubers are making update videos. And there's so many channels that are clearly, you know, dedicated to it, and they're known for doing that kind of stuff. So, where is it? I'm not saying you can't be successful with making update videos, but just know that there's a lot of competition out there that you have to work with. So if you are going to make update videos, I would say, you know, try to put some sort of spin on it. So maybe you're the kind of person, kind of like me, who will look into every single little detail of everything. And maybe that's your spin on it. So, again, try to make unique content. Content that you don't really see. I think the big trend right now is TikTok compilations. I'm not on TikTok, and I really kind of am not interested in TikTok, but I know algorithmically it would probably work. So, that's something to consider as well. So you do have to think, you know, put yourself in YouTube's shoes a little bit, and think, that was quick. Huh. That felt really fast to do all of that. This butterfly quest, I really hate that there's a cutscene before you actually start moving, because it takes so much time. Anyway. And then also think about, like, what do you specialize in the game? So if you are like in the roleplay community, you know, emphasize that on your channel. If you are in the dressage community, SSO dressage community, like I am, specialize in that. And then try to fill in the gaps. So that's kind of my my strategy, is to fill in the gaps. So if like, so many people are asking questions on like, well, how do I apply to a club? Or how do I fill out an application for a club? And how do I make an application for a club? Like, how do I physically make a club application? Well, I made videos answering those questions because I felt like that was something in the community that was not addressed on YouTube or anything like that. So I made videos on that. And then the reaction community in YouTube in general, that's something that, you know, the update video people do that, but I don't see a lot of people doing that specifically for dressage. So that's something that I started doing, is reacting to dressage competitions. So finding something within your specific community that is not being addressed and filling in that gap. That's kind of my strategy. So certain tutorial videos. So I like, I'm gonna make a video because people have requested, like, hey Beck, can you make a video on how you make your Instagram posts, how you edit your videos, how you stream, how you, what is another thing that people have been asking me? Here, let me look at I have a list. Oh yeah, how to make lesson plans for dressage practices. No one is talking about making lesson plans, really. And let's see what else. Management tips. That's something I kind of touched on when I made my Star Stable notebook video, which is great, but I definitely want to expand on it now that it's been a while since I have grown from that notebook. Anything else? Dressage exercises. So instead of just showing off videos where my club is doing moves or routines, I want to share exercises that I do with my club to improve certain skills. So that's another gap that I think that the community is having right now. Because it's cool to see all these moves, but like, you also sometimes need to see some strategies on how to improve, right? Because like, excuse me, I should take a drink of water. If we're doing dressage and I'm trying to teach you how to do like an eye curl, well, one of my exercises is the walk, cut, canter cut exercise. So the purpose of that exercise is to get you to, I'm gonna go back up to trot, is to come down to the walk and then turn immediately. So on my screen as the commander, if I see something like this, and then you turn, I'm gonna see you walk forward for quite a bit. So the purpose of doing the walk cut exercise is that you do it immediately. So click turn. So that way when you actually go ahead and do the eye curl, and you come down to the walk, you come down to the walk curl immediately. And then obviously you would do the trot curl. Oh, but I wasn't counting my steps that time. But see, like I was saying, so dressage exercises, I don't see anybody doing that. So that's, again, that's just a long way of saying make unique content that people need. So what do people need that's not being addressed on YouTube? That's my biggest strategy there. Not that I think people need to see reaction videos, I guess, to dressage routines, but coming from an sort of an audience perspective, because obviously, here's the thing too, I should say, the SSD judges are not sharing their feedback publicly online. And that's their decision, and I think, you know, for them to keep their feedback solely for the club and the club owner makes sense, because it's their club's routine, you know. They would probably want to have that choice of sharing that or not. So I am sharing this commentary from more of an audience perspective and from someone who's not a judge. So based on what I see, how does my feedback relate to what SSD would probably be giving feedback on? So I don't know. I'm kind of going off on a weird tangent here, but that's kind of my strategy there. Okay, taking a water break. Oh, I should do druid training. Because druid training counts as reputation, essentially. It's not even 9 o'clock, wow. It feels like I've been streaming for a while. Other YouTube advice. I am gonna make an actual video on YouTube advice, but I don't know, I'm just doing whatever in terms of chatting today. The biggest thing that I see new YouTubers doing most of the time is not having strong thumbnails. So you really have to take more time to create a thumbnail and really make sure that it's visible. So let's kind of talk about each step. So making thumbnails. My advice is to think of the thumbnail before making the video, because algorithmically, the thumbnail is probably the most important thing for your channel. If people don't like your thumbnail, they're not going to click and they're not going to watch. So it's really kind of a first impressions kind of thing. So you really have to make sure that the thumbnail is telling the story of your video as much as possible. Because, like, let's say YouTube... Uh-oh. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I forgot what kind of mission this was. Let's pretend YouTube started taking away the title, where you input the title of the video. Let's just say YouTube started taking that away. The only thing you would be able to rely on at that point to get clicks and views is the thumbnail. So you really need to strategize how the thumbnail looks. So definitely making sure, if you're a Star Stable YouTuber, that Quirkless Kai, hello, welcome to the stream, thanks for coming on. We are talking about YouTuber tips a little bit. So you really gotta make sure, if you're a Star Stable YouTuber, you put that Star Stable logo in your thumbnail so that people understand that you're playing this game. Okay, that's definitely one strategy. Now, theoretically, people in the Star Stable community will recognize a Star Stable horse model and stuff like that. But it's still very helpful to put that Star Stable logo in there, because YouTube is smart enough to look at thumbnails and understand that if you just have a horse in the thumbnail, great, it's a horse video. But if you put Star Stable in there, it's more likely probably going to recognize that it's not just any horse, it's a Star Stable horse. So that's when Star Stable is going to push, I mean, not Star Stable, that's when YouTube is going to push out that content to Star Stable audiences. So yeah, definitely making sure that logo is in there. And then coming up with the thumbnail again before you make the video will actually, at least for me, it helps make my video, essentially. Because if I'm wearing a specific outfit in the thumbnail, I want to make sure I'm wearing that outfit in the actual video so that it's cohesive. Right? People come onto that video expecting a certain outfit or something, and then if they don't see that in the video, then they're gonna be like, what? They're gonna be confused. So in the thumbnail for this live stream, I initially, because I was supposed to be on SpringStar, I was wearing the starter outfit that you kind of saw in that thumbnail. So I would have been wearing that the entire time. So it would have matched the expectation. Switch lanes. And then making sure your thumbnail is not cluttered. So if you have a lot of text on your thumbnail, it can actually be a detriment. You want to leave your text more for the title of your video and the description. So really a 3 to 4 word limit almost is what I have noticed to be successful. But other YouTube help channels will actually recommend something like that. So making sure it's not super wordy on your thumbnail will be helpful as well. Because again, the thumbnail is the visual storyteller of your video. But also too, make sure nothing is too small. I see a lot of YouTubers having their text be really small, and it's unreadable from a distance. So keep in mind that around 50% of YouTube users will be on a mobile device. And because of that, you need to have a thumbnail that is visible from a small perspective and one that is also from far away, because if it's small and visible from a distance, that's great, right? So you need to have something that's extremely visible. So making shadows or outlines or anything like that, and making a color palette that's going to stand out. If you're just using a screenshot from the game, the game is actually pretty dull. Oh, where am I going? Okay, Forgotten Fields. I have no idea what this mission was because I was talking. So you have to make a thumbnail that's not oversaturated, but more contrasty, but not so much that it's noticeable. So yeah, definitely making sure that if I'm going to take a picture of my horse, like right now, I wouldn't want to leave it in this state. I don't want to leave the horse in this size. I actually want to enlarge this picture so you can see close up on this horse. So yeah, again, really the big thing... Oh, we're closing the thing. Really, again, the big thing is making sure that your thumbnails... I don't know how else to say it. Spend more time on your thumbnails than your video. That's my big advice there. Because... Ah! Oh, I almost died. Because that is the big thing. Thumbnails lead to clicks, leads to... No. So... No! It went away! So people see the thumbnail. That is the reach. So the reach is how many people, regardless of whether or not they're subscribers, how many people are actually seeing that thumbnail. Okay, so then you have something called click-through rate, which is called CTR. How many of those people that saw your thumbnail actually clicked on the video to watch it? Okay, and then... Then you have the watch time. So of those people that saw your thumbnail and clicked on it, how long are those people staying on your video? Okay, so it's very typical that your your watch time will decline sharply in the first 30 or so seconds of a video. It's pretty typical of that. So, I try to make sure too that in the first 30 seconds of your video, you're not using your 30 seconds just for your intro. 30 seconds is a really long time to do an intro. So you gotta hook people right away. So if you're like, if your intro itself is taking a long time, oh no, then people are gonna skip through your video just to try to get to the content. So you gotta make sure that you're being super engaging in the first 30 seconds of the video. Otherwise, people are gonna drop out really quick. And then another thing just about thumbnails is, how do I say it? Norwegian aeropines. How do I say about thumbnails? So my thumbnails, I will say... Oh, I should actually look at the map. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Steve's. My thumbnail style is actually a combination of... there's a YouTuber called Wanade, who is a K-pop... she's an unboxing channel. And then... so my font kind of comes from her channel. And then the layout of my thumbnails comes from... oh, what's his name? I don't actually watch his videos, but I just took the inspiration of his layouts. What's his name? Shoot, it's the guy who made the fried rice videos, talking about his reactions to fried rice recipes. Shoot, what is his name? If anybody knows who he is, let me know. Ah! No, it went away. But yeah, that's where my thumbnail inspiration comes from. Another thing too is make sure the font that you use for your thumbnails is... if you're gonna add any sort of text, make sure it's readable, because cursive fonts or scripty kind of fonts don't look good. Not just in my opinion, but also like thumbnail-wise. You really need readable text, because again, considering so many people are on a mobile device, they're gonna see your thumbnail smaller than how you originally designed it. So they need to be able to read that text from a distance. Where am I going? Oh my god. Oh, they fly away so fast. Okay, next YouTuber tip, I don't really know what else to talk about. That's just my two biggest pieces of advice there, is about your thumbnails and making your intro engaging. I'm still working on it. My intros are not always the greatest, but if you're gonna do sort of an animated intro, kind of like Eva Snowglass, or who else has an animated kind of intro? Like Avery Dawnside. Again, really make sure those are short, to the point. That way you can get right into your content. because no offense to Snow or anything like that, I just think her intro is too long. I always skip her intros because I just need to get to the content. So yeah, my intro is really because it's, for me it's just a picture really. My intro is really only 4 seconds long. And then in terms of the intro where I start talking and stuff, that's where I take some more time to actually introduce the video. Ah, finally. Okay. Continue from here. Should I go to Starshine? Let me know in the chat if you want me to go to Starshine. Also, one thing that's really helped me is making the very first video on the channel for me was my introduction to the channel. So my introduction talks about what my plan and my goals are for being on YouTube. So if you make a video like that and you talk about, do I have enough trash? Yeah, barely. And you talk about what you're going to be doing on that channel as your intro video, your very first video, that will kind of help you stay aligned with your goals. So if you say you're going to do dressage videos and then you never do dressage videos, then what's the point of that intro video? So that intro video, the very first video on your channel, should describe what the rest of your content is going to look like. So for me, I mentioned, well, I'm going to make dressage tutorials, update videos, and reactions and commentary, and I still do that to this day. Update videos, maybe not so much, but I'm still providing commentary videos. So that's something that's been really helpful for me, so that way I keep my content focused on a specific topic. Starshine Ranch. Because yes, you can still be successful with doing other content, but you know, people need like a fair warning, like, hey, this is, like, I know I do Star Stable content, but now I'm going to switch over to some other, like, Minecraft or something. So people need to kind of know in advance if you're gonna be doing other stuff on your channel. Also, okay, here's a pet peeve almost that I have. I wouldn't, maybe not a pet peeve, but just something I think people should avoid. If you're going on a break or something, or like you haven't posted any content in a few days, I really dislike it when people say like, oh, I'm back, or sorry I haven't posted, or anything like that. Well, your audience generally already knows that you haven't posted. It's obvious because your videos are not coming up in their subscription feed. So, you know, I just don't feel like it's really necessary to say like, I'm back, or I'm sorry I haven't posted, or anything. It's just get to your content. That's my thing. So if you're in a situation where it's like, you already announced that you're going, also too, announcing a break sometimes is something I don't like either, but that's, I would say, more important than announcing your comeback, necessarily. So announcing that you're gonna go on a break is good. Announcing that you've come back, not so much, in my opinion. I've done that once, and I really don't want to do that again because, honestly, it's just kind of a filler video, in my opinion. One other thing, I guess, making videos where, like, every 10 subscribers, you're like, thank you for 50 subs, thank you for 60 subs, thank you for 70 subs. I would say wait a little longer to do that. I would say maybe every 50 subscribers or every 100 subscribers you can make a video celebrating that. Because in reality, it's unlikely that that number actually reflects real people who are watching your content. So keep in mind there can be bots, but there can also be real people that subscribe to your channel and then forget about you. So it's really unlikely that all 10 people who subscribed to your channel within the last month or so is all 10 people that are like super dedicated to your content. Especially in the beginning, you really don't know who's subscribing because some people don't have their setting on where it'll tell other people that like you've subscribed to their channel. So you don't know if it's a bot or a real person who just doesn't have that notification on. But then too, like I said, not everybody who subscribes to your channel is going to watch every single video and put every single comment on your video. So you really don't know who's subscribing. And again, it's sometimes the case where people subscribe to you and then forget. And they just don't watch your content. So, like I said, just be careful about celebrating, like, 10 subscriber counts. I did that on my very first YouTube channel, and it kind of doesn't do anything. At least on that channel, it didn't do anything for me. It didn't help me gain any subscribers in that sense. And look, it is good to recognize your subscribers and thank them and appreciate them for subscribing to your channel, but just also, again, keep what I said in mind. So really, for me at this point, I'm celebrating by 100s. Increments of 100 subscribers. And even then, I'm not even really celebrating. Like, I don't have anything planned for when I reach 700. When I get to 1,000, that's my next milestone, really. So for me, the milestones were 50, 100, I think 200. Did I do anything for 400? I don't know. But 500, and then 1,000. So that's what I'm waiting for. So yeah, some YouTuber advice. Not sure what else to talk about. I could keep talking about YouTube, maybe. And I don't know, maybe, since I know like Sadie Rose Knight is here, she would be able to offer some more insight, but this is just my experience and my advice that people don't really talk about. People don't really talk about the algorithm that much, because the algorithm can be kind of scary, right? To think about all the numbers and what the data means and stuff like that. But I'm not saying this to, you know, be like, oh, this is gonna make you big or anything like that. You just have to put yourself in YouTube's shoes for a moment and understand what they're trying to achieve with your content. So, theoretically, I could post more, and I would be giving YouTube more options on what to do with my content, but because I don't post that often, or make live streams that often, then YouTube is gonna focus a little more on other channels. So therefore I have to kind of work a little harder and make more unique stuff in order to get the ball rolling on those videos. Okay, training. Okay. Let's see. I have a ton of flowers, so I can make some crafts. So yeah, I think I'll do that afterwards. Maybe I'll do the fishing because I should get some rep on fishing. Yay, a donkey and a foal. Thank you. I will take that. And yeah, it's also really early for most of my audience, and most of my audience is at school right now, so that is information that I need to know in order to help my content reach the most amount of people. So reach, kind of going back to that term again, is the total number of eyeballs that see your content or your thumbnails, basically. It's always a funnel, basically. So you have the reach, then you have the click-through rate, and then you have the watch time. So there's always going to be less click-through rate than reach, and then there's always going to be less watch time than there is click-through rate. If that kind of makes any sense, I guess. So like, let's say 100 people see your thumbnail. Of those 100 people, 50 people clicked on the thumbnail. Of the 50 people that clicked on the thumbnail, 10 of them actually stayed to watch the entire video. So maybe that helps illustrate it a little bit. So yeah, really the big thing on YouTube to improve your content is to increase the reach and the click-through rate. Now, I'm not saying your content doesn't matter, but if you're new or if you're really trying to get eyeballs onto your content, that's what you gotta focus on. So the way to do that is look at your thumbnails and then look at your... What was I saying? Oh yeah, so your thumbnails and kind of your actual content. Did I finish with the animals? No. More YouTuber tips. Get to know your editor before moving on to another one, I guess. 'Cause I know there's some people out there, it's not a huge majority or anything, they're like, oh, I don't like this editor, what's the best free editor or something like that, but like they already have an editor, so it's just like maybe get to know it a little better before you switch over. So my video editor is Shotcut. It's free. It's doing what I'm asking it to do, basically. I don't need Shotcut to do fancy editing because I'm not making fancy editing videos on my channel, really. So I don't really need to use any of those kind of functions with this editor. But if you're a realistic roleplay person, or if you are legitimately an editor, you're gonna want a program that's gonna offer those tools to you. So I'm not saying that Shotcut doesn't, it's just I'm not using them. And then also too... Hi, hey. Thanks for coming on to the stream. Okay, no more animals, I guess. Oh, wait. A chicken. Thank you. Do I have chicken feed? No! Did I run out of chicken feed? Oh my god. So yeah, I was talking about editors and things like that. I would say really the more important thing is to get something to edit your photos for thumbnails. That's probably the first thing you want to look for, is something to edit your thumbnails. For me, I use Canva. Canva is really nice, graphic design kind of website. and it's free. You just need to make an account. And literally for my thumbnails, pretty much I have like a template and I copy paste it, and then I just change whatever I need to for... I thought this person was a cow. I'm so sorry. And I just change whatever I need to. So I changed the text, I changed the picture, I changed the color of the Star Stable logo. I have GIMP. GIMP is an actual like photo editor. Versus Canva is more about graphic design and layouts. So I use GIMP to remove backgrounds sometimes. So I do that, or I change the color of the Star Stable logo in GIMP. But then most of my editing of my thumbnail is in Canva, because it's really just placing things around for me. Versus actually editing pictures. And then also too, I do use the website remove.bg. So that's a really great website that will basically automatically remove the background of any picture without you doing any of the work. Now, sometimes it doesn't work, so you have to make sure you have a very clear picture with a very clear background. So that way the algorithm of remove.bg actually works. So sometimes, again, it doesn't work even if you have a clear picture, but it can eliminate a lot of the work that you might need to do. Now, sometimes if I'm trying to remove a background and it doesn't work with remove.bg, I do know how to do that in GIMP. So I will take it to GIMP and I manually remove the background from there. And then also too, in GIMP, I will add outlines and drop shadows. I now know how to do that because Canva doesn't really give me that option, right? Because again, it's not a photo editing website, it's a graphic design website. It can do basic editing. It has basic editing tools in Canva, but again, Canva's priority is graphic design. So that's what I use for my kind of materials, I guess, for creating YouTube videos. Also, too, microphone-wise, I use the Fifine T669, and it's pretty nice because it's a USB microphone, and for the price that I got it, it's like $70. It's pretty dang good. Blue Yetis and blue snowballs are popular, but I just didn't find those to be of good sound quality for the price. Those things are like $100, I think. So that's what I got in terms of my microphone. Oh, Sadie Rose Knight put a new piece of art. Sorry, I'm just looking on Instagram because apparently Taylor Swift has TikTok now. Is that gonna make me join TikTok? Yeah, probably not. Yeah, at this point, I don't know what else to do. Oh yeah, I was gonna do the flowers crafting. Okay. Yeah, my live streams tend to not be as engaging as my actual videos, so that's another thing too, is try to match. I need to work on this too, but trying to match the engagement of my live streams with what I do for my regular videos. Usually on a live stream, I will have a little bit of more dead space, dead air. Ah, I'm so used to going to the writing arena. Oh my god. We're going to Valedale. But yeah, I'm so used to having a little bit of dead air, which on a normal YouTube video you do not want. You need to edit your videos to eliminate any time that you're not talking. Anytime you take a pause, you really need to edit that out. That's another piece of YouTube advice. For the most part on a live stream, that's fine because you literally cannot edit anything. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna manually craft items. Okay, so what do we need? We're gonna try attack item. Okay, so I need to write this down. But yeah, anytime you have a pause in your speaking and you're recording a video, you really need to edit it out. Because I promise you, like, that's one of the biggest things that I see on other YouTubers' videos is that they will be talking and then they take a pause and then it's just very awkward to be sitting there waiting for the person to say something. And then they might actually go off on a tangent, or they might actually not even say something that was relevant to their last point. So I need a purple cloth. And it's, you know, something that can just be edited out because people don't need to hear that you're thinking, right? It's just very awkward. So purple cloth. And then 5 polish. And then 10 jutes, which I already have. Whoops. So I have a ton of flowers. Yeah, I have a lot of flowers. Do I have enough space? Yeah, I do. Okay. Where's purple cloth? Purple cloth. So that's 1. Yeah, again, on a live stream, you don't have that ability to edit. So really, you do have to kind of be talking a lot. To keep your audience engaged. I think this is 3. Okay, bye, hey, thanks for coming on to the stream. And yeah, it is very early still in the morning, so my audience is probably at school right now. But I can't stream in the afternoon because I have work today from 2:30 to 5:30. And I think I'm done with the purple cloth. Yeah, purple cloth is done. Now I need 5 saddle polish. Some of my audience might also not be in school right now. Some of them are starting a little bit later, and that's fine. But it is still pretty early in the morning, so... So for those of you who have started school, let me know what your school's policies kind of are related to COVID. So for my home district... And the reason I say home district is because I did my student teaching in a different district. But my home district where I actually grew up, they're basically going back to school fully in person, and they are requiring masks inside with, I think, like 3 feet of distance. I don't want the rope. But then for being outside, you can take your masks off. And this is regardless of whether or not you're vaccinated, I think. Wait, let me double check my... Okay, I need 1 more. Or no, I think that the idea is if you are vaccinated and you are outside, you can take your mask off. But everybody has to wear the mask inside. Okay, so now we can make the... tack. So I wanted this one, the hero saddle pad, yeah. Or the saddle, hero saddle. Because I think I made the purple tunic from here, right? Oh, I could have made this? Oh, that's awesome. Dude, okay. So let's see, let's look at the saddle. This is max stats, so that's nice. Oh, it'll go well with this, I think. Oh, it blends in too much. Yeah, it kind of blends in. Let's make an outfit with the saddle. I want to make an outfit with the saddle. Also, I should just make, I don't know if I'm gonna make a, yeah, I'm gonna make a video on this, but cleaning my inventory. I gotta do that. Okay, so this outfit is pink, I mean not pink, purple and gray, so we're gonna be looking around for that. So like, look, these tabs are great, and then when we go over here, it's a mess. So I can wear this tunic. I kind of don't want to wear the tunic, though. But I don't have anything else that's a nice purple top, so maybe I can go with a gray one. That's like a light gray. Do I have anything darker than that? The only thing I have that's dark enough gray that I think matches the saddle is this. Where is that jacket? This jacket, but it's blue. So I want to look, do I have any purple pants? Not really. I could go with white pants. Yeah, let's go with white to kind of bring it out a little bit, and then maybe we can do gray for the boots. So gray boots. Wait, did those change? What boots are these? Black spring boots. That's not what I want. Those don't look gray either. They look blackish. So let's do these. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. So putting that there. Then I want to do, I don't think I have any purple hats. Yeah, that's too purple. I need like lavender. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm not going to buy anything either. Yeah, I'm not going to buy anything. I do have gray gloves, so I can do that. But yeah, I got to get some purple in there. That is... Yeah, I don't have any gray tops except really for this one that I think match. Hat-wise, what are we doing? Do I have any gray hats? I don't think so. Because like I said, I don't have purple either. I do have a gray hat. Oh, but it's really white-ish. That's fine. I guess. Let's start thinking about horse tack. I could do the navy blue for the yeah, I kind of like that. And then bridle wise, purple riding instructor bridle. Oof. Think that's too much. And I think this bridle is, yeah, it's too dark. Do I have anything gray bridle wise? Nope, of course not. Yeah, I think oh, that's kind of cool with the character's hands. Just noticed that. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Because I don't have anything that's gray. And I don't want to do white. Maybe I should do white. No. I could stick with the blue, maybe. I don't know, this purple and gray combination is very interesting to work with. Yeah, I do not have any gray bridles. What could I do? I really don't want to do white. Yeah, I'm trying to think what I can do. And there's nothing here either, right? Yeah, I don't have anything. Yeah, this purple is just too... It's like too saturated, kind of. So... Let's just go with this navy blue. Yeah. Does it go well with this horse? I do not know. Let's go look outside in the actual daylight. I think I'm gonna end this stream real soon anyways, because I'm not getting a whole lot done. I could do more training, but I kind of don't want to do more training necessarily. So let's look at this outfit. Yeah, it's not bad. Really, the big thing is this hat. It's just a bit too light. And then also the gray on the jacket is a little bit too blue. But I don't really have a choice, I guess. So I can exchange the hat, maybe. Hope that person was T-posing. Yeah, I feel like generally people do like my live streams, but I'm just bad at doing them. So let me know your thoughts on whether you like me doing live streams, how often I should do them. I kind of just do live streams whenever. I don't really have a schedule for doing live streams, nor do I really have a schedule. Ooh, can I do this hat? Nor do I really have a schedule for doing videos either. Yeah, I think this hat works a little better. I did like the cowboy hat, though. I really did like that. Okay. So let's look. Yeah, this looks better. It's still too light compared to this gray here. This gray has a bit of brownish tone in it, but it's the only thing I really had, so... Yeah, the blue matches navy blue purple, lavender, I should say, and gray is an interesting combination. So I don't know if I really like this horse. Let's see, are there any purple leg wraps I can use? I'm not gonna buy any purple leg wraps, but I just want to see what's available. Okay, nothing. Great. Okay, well, my horse is spinning. Okay. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to end the live stream here for today. A little shorter than I typically do them. I think honestly I usually do like a 2-hour stream. So management says hello, welcome to the stream, but I am ending it for right now. So I hope you have a great day, everybody, for my, I guess, North American audience. And then for the SpringStar audience, I'm sorry I could not join you guys today like I had hoped, but I hope you enjoyed the stream nonetheless. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!